Hi everyone, it's Christine Lee. I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day in the United States, and I hope you are doing well as we transition in between summer to fall here, and all the kiddos are starting to get back to school, all the kids are launched to college, and that I hope if you're a parent you are doing well and happy. I am on here today live to help you figure out how to train your brain for success. Now that you have survived those transitions in your life, perhaps it's time to get down to business in your own work and to catch up on the things that you've been behind on. So I thought I'd share 6 tips for getting back to success and having your brain be on board with you. The first tip for you, and I'm going to use my handy cheat sheet today, the first tip is to use your calendar as your best friend. I don't know whether you use analog or digital, but use the calendar that you have as like a weapon of great productivity, not destruction, but of productivity. Make sure that everything you put in the calendar, that you use every entry as like an accountability marker, that you're going to do this particular event at this particular time, that it's not just a random scribble or a piece of paper that you take notes on, but that it's a commitment for what you're going to do. That way, you're more likely to achieve your goals and to feel more like a success. Good morning to the person who just joined. Thank you for joining. So use your calendar like, good morning, Mel, like a friend, like your best friend. You want to keep it close, you want to keep it active, and you want to make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with what you put inside that calendar. The second tip is that I want you to begin to associate a feeling of calm with being productive. Instead of feeling like, oh, if I'm going to get work done, I need to get hyped up, I need to get worried, I need to feel overwhelmed, I need to have all this energy going back and forth. I want you to change that old learning pattern that you have, and I want you to convert that into the thought that, wow, I can actually be calm and centered and focused while I work. That old business of being energized and stressed out when I'm trying to focus really has probably not been working for you. And I just would advise you to try to adopt this feeling of calm in your heart and your mind for better productivity and a greater feeling of success. The third tip for success is like a standard one. It's to focus on your priority. Oftentimes it's easy to lose a sense of what your priority item is. If you're like me, you like to do everything else except your priority item. But what I've found is that when I have that priority event or project front and center, I have a greater feeling of confidence and calm, and I feel like all of my energies are centered in that direction, and I don't have to feel like I'm going to get lost. I know that if a distraction comes my way, I can just recenter back onto that priority. So as we are in this day just past Labor Day, figure out what your priority is for the month of September, for this week even, and just recenter back onto that. Good morning, Inga, too. The fourth tip I have is one that I have used time and time again. Push yourself just 5% more than you were thinking you were going to be able to. Good morning, Katya. That 5% extra is going to just get you closer to the finish line, is going to get you that feeling of fulfillment, that you have really tried your best, that you went over and above what you thought you could. So just train your mind to have that feeling of natural success, that it doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be painful, your work does not have to be painful, and that you could speed it up by adding this extra 5% every time that you work. Good morning, Katya. Fifth tip is drop all the negative behaviors that you have. Mostly it's the feelings of guilt, shame, overwhelm, counting all the minutes that you've lost. I noted that as lost time calculations. You want to just get rid of those, because every time I hear a patient or a client tell me about all the time they have lost, I just think to myself, oh, well, there's another 3 minutes lost. Of course, the purpose is to tell me the negative feelings because I'm the therapist and coach. But when you're by yourself, when you're spending 20 minutes of your focusing time thinking about what you haven't done, what you've lost, how guilty you feel about it, that's just pure time waste. There's no therapist listening to you. You're just wasting time. So instead of wallowing in the negative, try to lift your attitude, lift that sense of yourself as being powerful and capable, competent and calm. And I think you're going to find you're going to reach success a whole lot faster. The final tip is to keep your mind clear. Now, this is an over time kind of process, that it's not just you sit in a chair and then you clear your mind. Clearing your mind, keeping your mind clear needs to be a daily practice where you do things like exercise to get rid of that pent up energy. You do a little bit of meditation perhaps to just feel focused and calm, and that you could take a break from the treadmill of life, and that you avoid doing things that are unnecessary in your life, signing up for committees you don't want to be on, or going out for coffees that you don't have time for, perhaps. Just getting rid of the excess and keeping your mind clear and calm. All of these steps are going to help you get back to... Sorry, I got a phone call and I thought I had eliminated that as a possibility. So just to recap, there are 6 steps to keeping your brain in tip-top shape for success. 1 is to use your calendar like a weapon of great productivity. 2 is to associate calm with working instead of stress and anxiety and overwhelm. 3 is to remember to always focus on what your priority item is. Even if you're not doing it in the moment, it's something that you can always return to relatively quickly when you remember that, oh, I really need to get this done. Fourth tip is to push yourself 5% harder and further than you thought you were going to be able to every time. And you're going to build up this momentum of confidence and competence, and that's going to really serve you well as you go forward. 5th tip is to drop all the negative feeling states, that guilt, that shame, all those regretting behaviors and thoughts that you have. They're just time wasters, so we don't have time for those anymore. And 6th is to keep your brain clear as best as you can every single day, and do those healthy, happy behaviors that you know are out there for you to set yourself up for success. So no more negativity, no more time delay if we can help it, and just keep yourself positive, well, surrounded by friends, and connected with coaches like me who can help support you on your journey. All right, maybe you don't like my message, find someone who you do connect with. There are lots of us out there. There are lots of productivity gurus, but I do hope that you connect with me and stay connected. I am Christine Lee. I am procrastination coach, and my website is procrastinationcoach.com. Associated with this, Mel, thank you for your comment that the tips are helpful. I'm glad they are. As a freebie for you today, I want to give you what I've designed as a 1-page personal plan, and it will be available to you through the link that I post with this video once I'm done. So that was a mouthful. I hope you all are well. Happy fall, happy summer in Australia, John, and thank you all for joining and for watching me today. I will see you soon. Bye.